You're watching News at Prime. Let's bring you this now. A Newclare mother and her 3 co-accused who were seen in a viral video encouraging a 4-year-old boy to smoke mandrax through a bottleneck pipe have been charged with attempted murder. They briefly appeared in the Johannesburg Magistrate's court today, where the matter was postponed to Monday for legal consultations. Here's Newzroom Afrika's Zola Sholwana, who sets the tone for the discussion we're about to have.
An additional charge has been added to the case against a Newclare mother and 3 men who filmed a young boy smoking what is believed to be mandrax. Johannesburg Metro Police arrested the group at the woman's house. The incident led to widespread outrage.
The state has indicated that you charge with an offence involving child abuse. Also, an annexure of attempted murder has been added to the case record. The minimum sentence for these offences range from, unless the prosecutor can correct me, from 15 years or more, should you be convicted. In other words, these are very serious charges. It is, in other words, in your best interest to have legal representatives available to assist you in this particular case.
Residents and activists gathered outside court to condemn the actions of the accused.
As a community, we are deeply heartbroken by a 4-year-old that has been given drugs, right? He was not only exposed to drugs, but his dignity was taken away from him. This is not only tragic, but it's a loud cry for help. And this is a cry out to the government, to the people that is supposed to protect us.
Ward Councillor Marilyn Smoos says drug abuse remains a major problem in the area.
It is a crisis. It is a crisis. And like I've mentioned yesterday, I said that we need serious intervention. We need for our voices to be heard. We need everyone on board, because why the crisis is the usage of drugs. It is the unemployment, the poverty in our communities. So we need somebody out there, higher governance, to listen to us.
The state intends to oppose bail due to the seriousness of the charges. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I am Zola Sholwana in Johannesburg.
Well, let's stay with that story and get some perspective now, particularly on child abuse and neglect. There are many of these stories around the country. Let's speak to the Social Development Department's Central Drug Authority Deputy Director, Dr. Athalia Shabangu, who talks to us from Durban tonight. Dr. Shabangu, good evening to you. Thank you very much for your time. Can I speak specifically on this story that we have just played? A mother allegedly involved in getting her toddler to smoke drugs. What should be done about that mother? What do you think should be the outcome of this court case?
Thank you very much, Xoli. In terms of the mother, obviously there is a problem. The mother is abusing substances, and it's so unfortunate that abusing substances, she also did that to the child, exposing a child to substances at that age. It is really wrong of her to do such. And as a department, from the substance abuse perspective, we operate according to the Prevention and Treatment of Substance Abuse Act 70 of 2008. So this legislation actually offers a comprehensive national response to drug abuse, focusing on prevention, early intervention, treatment, and reintegration. So in this instance, the mother needs to be exposed to one or even more of these programs. So in this instance, the mother needs Anyway, it will depend also in terms of her willingness, that if she accepts that she has a problem, the abuse of substances. Therefore, the mother can be admitted to a treatment center to deal with her problem. And as a department, we also have other prevention programs that are focusing on anti-substance abuse. We raise, like for instance, now in June, we had an International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking,
Yeah.
which we normally commemorate it on a yearly basis. We have also other awareness program that is like the overdose awareness campaign that we run as a department. We also conduct the International Fetal Alcohol Syndrome Awareness Campaign.
Yeah.
And you can understand that when you talk about the first campaign, it also focuses on the mothers who are also abusing alcohol or substances whilst they are still pregnant, which affect the baby.
Yes.
And then we also have, we conduct also other anti-substance abuse awareness campaign, like the festive season, which we run during December.
Okay.
And remember, in December, that is where people, even those that are not drinking, you find them saying we want to drink alcohol. So we run such prevention programs.
Okay.
Fortunately enough, now we even have the UPC, which is the Universally Prevention Curriculum, which now is provided in South Africa by the Colombo Plan. And having such, we have 4 modules in terms of that is focusing on school, the youth,
All right.
and the environment, which is the community. And then we also have one that. So
Dr.
with
Shabangu.
regard to that, we are training the ones for school. We are training our social workers and other stakeholders to actually ensure that they are trained to be able to deal with such problems within our communities.
Okay.
And we also have this. Oh, sorry.
I apologize for interrupting you. Time is against us. Can I quickly ask you this final question? So it's clear that you are saying the mother needs to be treated for substance abuse, and important that she herself has got to acknowledge first that there is a problem. But can I focus the attention on the child, on the toddler here? This is a 4-year-old, at least that's my understanding. What is your role as social development when a case like this happens? We understand that this child is now in a place of safety. Where would such children be taken? And importantly, what tests are going to be done on this child? Because surely this substance abuse, I mean, the mandrax is a hard drug. What could the psychological impact on the child be after using such? Because it would seem it wasn't for the first time.
Yeah. No, thank you. In terms of the child, the department obviously removed the child because for now the child is the child who is in need of care and protection, hence the removal to an alternative placement. So whilst the child is removed, there are a number of programs or activities that needs to happen. The child is going to be assessed. Obviously, it will be a multi-pronged discipline that needs to be actually applied in this instance. Obviously, they need to be the Department of Health also that is going to intervene, because we specialize in terms of the psychosocial support that we need to provide to the child as well as the mother. And then we can also provide the accommodation, meaning the space where the child can be kept for now. So that is what we do as a department. But in terms of the other services, the Department of Health can also check in terms of the intensity of the drugs in the child, because they are from the medical field. They will be able to detect how far has the child been affected by the substances in his body.
Okay.
So we are going to work as a team, not as a department per se, but with the other departments in order to ensure that we provide relevant services to the child.
All right.
Because our interest is to ensure that the child is protected.
All right. Dr. Shabangu, I think the line to you is already patchy, so perhaps let's leave the conversation there. Hopefully we'll have lots more of these conversations, specifically with the Department of Social Development. Perhaps it'll be better that one of the days they visit us in studio to talk about these programs that are in place to help out in these situations.